I was so wrong about James Rodriguez because I thought Marcelo was going to be. I didn't think he was going to do it. I saw his body. I went to the celebration though with Martial. It was enjoyable, but after seeing Marcelo, I was highly critical of the transfer. I was as well of James Rodriguez, and I'm going to say I was wrong. And I think one of the bigger things you can do sometimes, and what I try to do on this podcast when people call me out and say something, like I'll admit I was wrong about James Rodriguez. But two, I still do have doubts about his body. I don't know what it is with James Rodriguez, the way he moves, the stiffness, the running. I do worry about that. So I'm just going to say that. Like, I don't know if you guys see this as well, but he runs very like tall, right? Like I don't know how to explain. Anyway, this is for another time. But like I was wrong on this. He's not been a flop so far. He's been one of our best players. But I am concerned because physically there's this weird dimension to him. Maybe he's still getting fit as well. Let's see. But he'll be my man of the match tonight. Yeah, I was wrong about James. Thank you for putting that up.
James Rodriguez gets man of the match for me because he opened the scoring, and it was an absurd goal. It was just a ridiculous goal. And you know, we were chatting right after it went in, and you know, some of us were saying, "Oh, I didn't mean that," but you saw the replay, and he's actually looked at the goal, and he's meant to do that. His reaction, everything afterwards was really brilliant. On Lambros' point, that's something that I think, Ari, you and I talked about that last week. Maybe he does look a bit stiff, or just, you know, like his pelvis movement sometimes. It doesn't stop him from unleashing the quality though. Like the little kind of dinks with the outside of the left foot, like to play like a 3-meter pass. And he's just like, you know, the things he does with his with the ball and with his left foot. It's poetry in motion. And this is bordering blasphemy, but it's close to like Rivaldo-esque. Like we haven't seen those Fiari free kicks, but like just the touches and the way that he caresses the ball with the left foot. It's a privilege that we have a player like that on this team. And the scary thing is he's not fit. I think he's at like last week I said he's at 50%. This week I think he's got to 55, 60. He's gonna loosen up. Like that flexibility in his movement and everything, that will come. I do believe that if he can stay injury free, he will improve over the season.
Costa, the Rivaldo thing you brought up, I will say this: James Rodriguez, every cross, every set piece, it feels like it's dangerous and it goes somewhere. He puts him, and that's what I remember with Rivaldo as well. Like, it's so nice to have someone like that, because I've always valued, like when Cosas Fortunis used to take set pieces for us, I always valued that. But man, let me tell you, James Rodriguez takes some great set pieces. So
night and day.
It's absurd. So anyway, I'll stop the fanboying. He's my man of the match.